Oh, just imagine how cold that water was, and she just didn't know what was
so
going on.
happy to be out of there.
Oh, great job by those guys and gals out there rescuing her. Love a happy ending to an animal story, Anthony.
Hey, great ending there.
Yeah.
And I've got a good ending, actually, to my 7-day forecast. That's where we get to around 60 degrees, I think, by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. The odds of that are really good, I would say, at this point, that we're going to see those numbers, get to around 60. I think perhaps even higher. Right now, officially, yes, we've got 58s going for Tuesday and Wednesday, but just kind of taking it easy, given that we haven't been that high this year thus far. But the weather maps tell the tale, and I think what you're going to be feeling starting on Monday is a different type of an air mass versus what we've had in 2021 thus far. 34 degrees on the thermometer in GR, so we are bringing down some cooler air at this point on northwest winds. Got to 50 in Grand Rapids this afternoon, so landing 11 degrees above the average, which is at 39. These averages are climbing, though. The average tomorrow is 39. By the end of the 7-day, it's 42. The months of March and April see the greatest increase with those averages on a day-to-day basis. So we're in that time of year, just beginning to get into it. It can still get chilly in the overnights, though. The average is 23 degrees, and the record -9. But look at the record high, 72 degrees. I talked about it on the 6 o'clock show earlier. If you recall, in 2012, we had that burst into the 80s, like mid-80s in, what was it, maybe like March 16th to 18th, 19th, something like that. Maybe it was the early 20s. But nonetheless, I mean, this time of year, you can get some warmer days, definitely. And 50 is what we made it to in Grand Rapids this afternoon. 54 Kalamazoo and Battle Creek, 57 in the Detroit area. Notice the shadow right along the lakeshore, though, with those west breezes going at 10 to 20 miles per hour at times and bringing in that cooling effect. And we're just starting to get into that season. That lasts for quite a while, as you know, along that lakeshore. Can go into June, July, sometimes even August, depending on the season. So here we go into this third day of March, fourth day tomorrow. Temperatures right now dropping back through the lower 30s, and they're going to get down into the mid-20s, I do think, tomorrow morning. We're just in a little bit too close proximity to this bitterly cold air up here in Quebec and actually even in Ontario. We're not squarely in it, but close enough to it that we're going to be cool. Upper 30s for highs tomorrow and right around 40 to the lower 40s for Friday and Saturday. But the good news is, as you know, if you've been watching these weather forecasts, we've got lots of sunshine. So that's a nice compensating factor. We're just not going to get the real mild air back in here for a several-day stretch. Winds out of the northwest or north at about 5 to as high as 10 miles per hour. Those will stay in a similar type of a regime overnight tonight. Pick up the pace a little bit through tomorrow, but not dramatically. 5 to 15. I do think there will be a period of some clouds trying to come about. So 7, 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, a fair amount of clouds around. Not a firm overcast, but could be a fair amount of them there. And then quickly, like poof, like someone waved a magic wand, the sun's going to come out in full force here, certainly by late morning and for the afternoon. And that'll take us to 39 degrees. That's the average for March 4th. We begin to gain a little bit of momentum here Saturday into Sunday. Sunday is going to be the transition day. A lot of mild air trying to push in from the west, but it's probably not going to be realized to any great extent until Monday. And then even further upward do we go for Tuesday and Wednesday. Low pressure system headed off the mid-Atlantic seaboard. High pressure overhead right now. You see a couple echoes of flurries and sprinkles. Not sure that that's reaching the ground. Looks like it's on a trajectory for us, but it will not be making it in here. We've got quiet conditions there on the live radar, the Future Track RPM model. I'm going to put it in motion through tonight and into tomorrow. Yes, a few times of clouds here and there, generally over towards the Detroit area. So if we do get clouds here for a moment or two tomorrow morning, it won't last long. And then overnight into Friday, the model tending to overdo the clouds the last couple days. So I think mostly sunny skies. Once again, perhaps a few clouds early on. And there you go. We're getting near 60 degrees. Derek and Janice, next chance of any rain, I think, on Wednesday.
Looks really good, Anthony. Yeah. Thanks. Earlier this week, the